am Spagna, here with you today to talk about the Ascension, your Ascension, but more specifically the smorgasbord of your life as it relates to the topic of Ascension, your Ascension, and the timelines, which is basically choice of experiences that are available to you. Yes, the timelines that are available to you through the smorgasbord of your life and your reality. So the smorgasbord of reality, I want you to think of it like this. Imagine going to a buffet, maybe it's at Whole Foods or wherever, and the buffet is presented to you. And that is what's available to you at your current now moment, wherever that now moment is. So everything that's presenting to you in your reality is the smorgasbord or buffet of your life. And you now, on the 2020 timeline of overlapping parallel realities, get to choose from your smorgasbord. So what's presenting to you is timeline potentials that are going on in your overlapping reality right now. Just like when you go to a buffet and you see the smorgasbord of all potentials. You could choose to eat this salad or this pasta or that pasta, or, and I would advise against this animal carcass or another, and you get to choose. And every one of those is going to be a message of consciousness. So, for example, let's dissect this even further. Do I want to go there yet? Let me ask. Yes. Let's say, for example, what you're selecting is a pasta or a grain. And in a sense, you're saying, hey, it's okay with me to eat things that are sugary and will convert as genetically modified food sources in my body, and I'm cool with that. And so GMOs are cool. And this is what I'm choosing today. And then let's say you're choosing to eat a dead animal carcass. You're basically saying, hey, universe, it's okay with me that we kill animals and that they're slaughtered in unhealthy ways and that I take death into my body, and I'm agreeing to experience death and to understand that more. And let's say there's all greens and organics in one corner, and you're like, yeah, that's where I'm going to go. And let's also say at the end of the smorgasbord, maybe there's plastics or maybe there's cardboard containers. And you go for the plastic. You're saying, hey, I'm good with the oil companies and the plastics and harming the earth. But let's say instead you go, I'm going to go for cardboard because at least, even though I don't like killing trees, at least that's recyclable and biodegradable. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But that's the point I'm making. Stay with the big picture. You're choosing the smorgasbord and you are affirming to reality what you want. Let's say you go for the cheaper stuff and you say, the smorgasbord in the grocery store even, I'm going to buy the cheaper stuff that is not organic because I save money. You're buying into the old system. You're basically telling the universe, I'm going to go for the old system that is all about money over care and love. Whereas if you say, you know what, I'd rather love the earth and I'm willing to spend a little more if I need to, energetically you're telling humanity, you're telling the universe, I care for the universe and I'm willing, it means more to me than the old system. These are just examples, so let's not get stuck in the details of it. The point is the smorgasbord. Now take that example to the example of smorgasbord on Facebook or social media. Okay, social media. You could easily read stuff that talks about pain and suffering and misery, or how the horribleness of what's being done. Or you could say, I'm going to just not look at that all, delete, 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 pretend I don't know it, don't want to give it any power, and go to La La Land, which is another extreme that isn't necessarily real. Or you could look at it and say, okay, this is what I recommend. Here's what's presenting, and no thank you. I understand people are choosing that. That's not what I'm choosing. But I bless it as a choice among choices. Here's another thing that's presenting. Someone's talking about this. I don't know anything about that. It's maybe not so interesting to me. I'm going to bless it. Thank you. It's just not that interesting. Or someone else might post something that is a form of hatred. Typically, we see hatred of a political figure, for example, and we might get right in there, and now we're buying into and choosing hatred because we're on one side or the other. And so that you're telling the universe, I'm not done playing with hatred. Another example is, like this happens a lot of times in our community, you might see some horrible things done to animals, and you might actually get in there and write about slaughterhouses and the wrongness of it. And in that case, you are buying into, energetically giving your power to that on your smorgasbord for it to present in your reality. So you think you're opposed to it, but in reality, the universe is using that energy to say, oh, she's not neutral on it. She's not done with it, she, he. Therefore, that needs to present some more because she's giving her life force to it, and so more of it will be presented to her. So as she gives her life force, she, he gives her life force. That's on your smorgasbord. You're choosing it. So another thing in social media could be, and a great example of this is conspiracy stuff. And let's just say in this example on the smorgasbord of life, of all potentials, you decide you don't want to give your life force to that, and you just want to, because this is the other example, the other polarized example of that is you just want to pretend it doesn't exist, or you want to say, nope, not in my reality. But if there's a resistance to it, a refusal to let it in, or a denial, this is the hard part for lightworkers too, you are basically saying it's okay with me that it exists. So this gets very confusing. Do you want it? Do you not want it? Are you giving your energy to something you don't want? Are you in denial? This is the smorgasbord of all choices that are presenting to you. And when something presents that you don't like, but you feel a resistance, you are just as much giving your energy and life force. It's going to be a loud boat going by. I'm on a lake. Kind of waiting for it to go by because I don't know how much you can hear that. It's a loud boat. You are just as much giving your energy through denial. So this is the hard part. How do you walk the line between thank you, no thank you versus denial? Self-denial is a refusal to look at it, a resistance because it's so dark and dirty. There's a lot of darkness going to come out over the summer, a lot of not so nice things, which aren't showing up as much in the higher timelines, but they will cross the boundaries because conspiracy has not been exposed for what it is. Most humans are not done with this topic area, and in fact, most humans have to go through that stuff to get to the light. So it's still going to present over the balance of the summer. How do you allow it to be on your smorgasbord, recognize that it's a necessary element on the smorgasbord of life, and not resist or judge it? And that is the willingness for it to present, and the recognition that it is a necessary part of the clearing for humanity to elevate. Now, you can apply this to conspiracy, but it doesn't matter. You can apply it to anywhere where there is resistance, judgment, reaction on your smorgasbord. In other words, you want to see all of life as a smorgasbord, all things that are presenting now. You become neutral to the best of your ability and recognize it as nothing more than a choice. Universe is saying, what are you done with? And what are you ready to move beyond? And what do you like, most of all, and want more of? That's where the fun stuff is. And what I would suggest you like and want more of is the stuff that is good for the whole, with ideally zero harm and detriment. So, sorry, loud boat going by. So ideally, that will mean things like organic foods, all natural products, That will certainly mean things like more joy things and happiness things and celebration type experiences. That will mean more and more unity of love, happiness, health, and joy. That will be more things that come with ease and grace and benevolence, fun. That will mean things that are inspiring to you. That will certainly mean things, indicators will be things that are inspiring to you to take care of yourself and also to help others, the greater good, through the activities of joy and divine inspiration, excitement, optimism, and upliftment. That will certainly mean stretching beyond your comfort zone, because we remember, in a sense, our first 6 months of this year have been about staying in our comfort zone so we can start to expand beyond our comfort zone. So you get to pick what's on your smorgasbord. You get to decide what's going to present in your reality more and more. And it's going to be based on what you give your energy to, either through full consent or passive consent by denial, repression, suppression, judgment, coercion, ignorance, unconsciousness. Choose wisely. 2020 is a smorgasbord of potentials. For me, I'm playing with ETs, I'm playing with star beings, I'm swimming in lakes where there's portals, dimensions, celestial timelines opening up, opportunities that were never before available to us. I'm playing with Nasara Jasara. What are you playing with? Whatever it is, choose wisely from your smorgasbord. And if it's something you don't like, bless it and honor it and recognize it as real, true, and valid, because almost everything is on some smorgasbord or another. I hope this has been helpful. I love you guys so much. It's certainly so exciting. What is ahead for humanity? Make sure you understand that potential and all those potentials are available as we up-level to these higher frequencies through our own smorgasbord. All right, I love you guys. And if you want more of this, please like the video, comment on the video, and share the video. And certainly head over to the website at LoriSpagna.com. And you get tons of free, fun, juicy gifts there as well, like crystal books and ebooks at LoriSpagna.com/free gifts, crystals, and stuff for you and your animals at LoriSpagna.com/free gifts animals. And if you want to know more about the Starseeds and the Lightworkers and the Indigo tribe, the Indigo family community, go to LoriSpagna.com/free gifts/Starseed. All right, until next time, you guys, I love you so much. Bye-bye.